Okay, hear me out in this video. This is an extremely important video. I was just sitting here thinking a little bit about dropshipping, Facebook ads, TikTok ads, Pinterest ads, just the advertising in general when it comes to Shopify dropshipping. And I realized something extremely important that I need to tell to every beginner out there watching. Otherwise, you're going to waste a lot of your money. You will run into deep problems and it can honestly hurt you mentally too because you're going to be in the loop. So listen to this. I'm going to teach you how you can make a lot of money dropshipping with not really a big budget and also the mistakes you're making. This is serious and a really important video to all of you out there that's using Facebook ads for dropshipping. Could also be for you out there using Google ads for dropshipping. And I'm also going to teach you how to adapt. So this video, please watch it. It's extremely important and will save you a lot of money. I'm also going to teach you how you can do it properly. So let's get straight into it. I'm the Ecom boss, and in today's video, I'm going to explain to you why you're losing money, how dropshipping is over at some places. It's not over, don't get me wrong, but some strategies that you watching most likely are using is over. So let's get into it. If you want to join the dropshipping coaching where I teach these new strategies, you can message me on Instagram here. Without further ado, let's get into it. So dropshipping right now, there's a big problem going on that's affecting beginners a lot. I honestly think it's impossible. You heard me right. Impossible for a beginner to get into dropshipping now because of certain problems that I will get into right now. First of all, Facebook ads. It requires a big budget to get into it. But even if you were to have a big budget, Facebook has no room for beginners anymore. It's a really harsh truth, but this is how it is. If you don't have a pixel, if you don't have a good ad account, if you don't have anything in place when it comes to Facebook or a certain advantage, you will have a really hard time getting into Facebook ads right now. I'm seeing new ad accounts get super low reach. I'm getting low reach myself as well, but still it's performing decent. Facebook is still really good, but it's only good for the people that's already winning. So if you're not winning already, you will have a really big problem on Facebook. So you could get low reach, not a lot of sales, and honestly, I think in like 6 months to 1 year, maybe a year, they will be almost impossible for beginners to run Facebook ads with dropshipping unless you have what I'm going to explain later in this video, which is going to help you here. But that's probably not something you have right now, but I'm going to teach you how you get it. So on Facebook, as I see with a lot of my coaching students, we have a big problem getting into the scaling phase. Some people do it, so it's still totally doable, but it's extremely hard. Some people do it, but with the other people, I've honestly just been drifting into TikTok dropshipping, Pinterest dropshipping, sometimes Google ads too, because it's just been blowing up. It's been working so well, especially what we're doing on TikTok is crazy. Dropshipping is all about adapting, right? There's new things coming out, such as iOS changes. It's not really a problem, but it goes back to adapting. When a change like that comes out, you need to adapt. It's like the business world in general. The industry is changing. The platforms you advertise on is changing. TikTok right now is the best platform, so you got to adapt onto that. But if you do it well on TikTok, you will have an advantage on Facebook, as I'm going to explain really soon. But I know you, if you're a beginner or if you're honestly a little bit advanced too, but you never had too much success with dropshipping, you don't want to spend $5,000 to $10,000 to hit a winning product with like a 50-50 guarantee. Let's say you have a budget of $50,000. You will hit a winning product. Don't get me wrong. And don't give up on dropshipping either, because you can make a lot of money outside from Facebook. But if you don't have a big budget, you will honestly not stand a chance in Facebook. And also when it comes to the interest, all of the interests are kind of saturated. Everyone is spending a lot of money on different interests that you could be using. And when you come with your $10 ad set, it's really hard. And also the bidding system on Facebook, the people that bid the most win the most. And if they also have a good ad account and a good pixel, they will definitely win. So what I'm trying to say here is that you need to have an advantage on Facebook. You got to have a good ad account. You got to have a good pixel. You got to have all that in place, maybe an email list, just data in general to make Facebook work. You also got to warm up your account. Warming up the account is more important than ever if you're going to run Facebook ads. You can't just get straight into it, run up 10 ads that's a $10 a day. I mean, technically you could, but I wouldn't recommend it. You could probably run like a campaign for 7 ads that's at $5 a day just to throw some money in Facebook, get the ball rolling, because the first stage of Facebook now is honestly spending like $500 just warming up the ad account before it's even real, before it's even a good ad account. But what I have seen though is lower link clicks on Facebook, but the link clicks you get are better quality traffic. So it will be lower traffic, but better traffic. So even if you just get 300 reach on an ad set, it will be better 300 reach than 1,000 on another one. But just a year ago, I used to get 30 to 40,000 views on my ads just in reach when I was publishing it. Now we get like 4 to 5,000. Some people even get 2,000. If you warm up your ad account, you spend more money on Facebook, you will get a higher reach. But I have winning products right now as well that's taking off just by like a test of 3,000 views. So it's totally good traffic right now. The only problem is that you haven't clicked a like on this video and subscribed, and also that you need a really big budget. So if you're a beginner, honestly, if I were to do it again, I would just avoid Facebook. I wouldn't run it up. I would get into TikTok. It's the best platform right now, and it's super good for the people that's been failing dropshipping earlier, wasting a lot of money on Facebook. They can now get into TikTok and actually see some good results. So you need to understand the Facebook bidding system. Some people are spending way more money on ad sets and interest to the same targeting group than you're doing, and you think you're going to compete with them. But if they run $25 ad sets, $1,000 ad sets, as some big companies do, you probably won't stand a chance course, with your $10 ad sets. But even if you have a good budget, you can't just run up $50 to $100 ad sets as a test. Nobody does that, and you probably get banned from scaling too quick too. So being at the beginner stage on Facebook without any advantages is extremely hard right now. You would have to get good data, a good email list, for example. Lookalike audiences is what could get you a kickstart on Facebook right now. It's probably the best way to go about it, or to get a good pixel, a good ad account. Listen to this strategy coming now. 3 years ago, people talked a lot about making sales with Instagram influencers and transitioning that into Facebook ads. We're actually back at that stage right now. We're at the golden era of dropshipping. It's never been easier before, but Facebook is hard. So if you want to do Facebook ads now, you need to get back into the strategy that we used back in 2017. Now it's time to get serious about influencer marketing again. Influencer marketing is crazy right now. It's never been easier to make good money. But what you need to do now is you need to jump back to that strategy where you go for a lot of sales on another platform, then bring the sales you made from, for example, Instagram, just an example, bring those sales onto Facebook by creating a custom lookalike audience. And basically what a lookalike audience is, for you if you're wondering about it, it's you uploading your email list to Facebook, right? So let's just say that you have 600 emails. That's the normal amount you should have to run purchase lookalikes. 600 emails, that is a lot of data. That's a lot of behavior on the internet. So when you have 600 emails from 600 sales on a specific skincare product, these people most likely have something in common. So Facebook will scan them, when they have their email on the internet in general. We will see all their behavior. Maybe 50% of them are signed up to Netflix. Maybe 70% of them have, for example, a YouTube channel. Like, we'll see where their email is going. We'll get all the data from it, which means that Facebook can now create a lookalike from 1 to 10%, where 1% is the most accurate. And that would then be, let's say you run a 1% lookalike. You run the 1% out of a country that looks like your previous customers. And that's super good. They track the internet behavior. It's just a really good audience. They are performing worse than they used to, but if that could just get you like 20 sales to get started, your pixel will now be in place on Facebook, which allows you to actually run Facebook ad because you now have the advantage. You got sales from another platform. You now put it on Facebook, launched a 1 to 5% lookalike audience. You're starting to make like 5 sales a day, 10 sales a day. Well, now your pixel is getting optimized. You're starting to see who they should target, starting to understand your customers, kind of what they have in common. So what you now can do is you can start introducing cold interest, just running a normal interest ad set, and you will most likely be set. So it's all about now getting sales from another platform, transitioning that into Facebook ads, and you'll most likely be set for life. But I don't want you to be one of the people who makes the mistake of going into Facebook, wasting so much money straight out of the window and just losing your motivation, because I know it could happen. You could totally lose your motivation if you spend $3,000 on Facebook and you work with the wrong guy. He tells you only need $1,000 and you don't. So be careful who you learn from as well. But going to another platform now, it's all about adapting, and you need to realize that dropshipping cannot be robotic behavior. There's so many dropshippers that just act as a robot, make the product page, run up the ads, and then just publish it on Facebook. But that is not how it works. You need to adapt and get into the right platforms. This is extremely important. So I hope you liked this video. Please just remember to click the like and subscribe. This week, I'm also updating my course with new strategies. If you want to get it, like, it will be the new strategies and how to dropship on TikTok. The most viral thing ever. It's extremely easy to make a lot of money there. How to adapt in general, because we can't just waste our money on Facebook ads anymore. But if you have a great budget, you can still try Facebook ads. Just expect it to take some time. Peace.